Hello, everyone, and you're welcome to another episode of My Story to the World by True Love Movement. And today I have with me a very special guest, and you're going to get to meet her. She'll introduce herself, and then we'll get to hear her story. And here we share stories that have life lessons that we can all learn from. So we are so honored to have her today. Thank you so much, Ma, for coming.
Good
Yes,
morning.
Good morning.
I'm very happy to be here.
Yes, ma'am.
And the journey of my life is so far so good.
Yes, ma'am. And your name, ma?
My name is Mrs. Oludolapo Falohun.
And how old are you now, ma?
I am 69 years old.
Wow.
In June.
Wow.
So I'll be 70 next year.
Amazing.
By the special grace of God.
It's gonna be a big party, right? I know. I'm going to tie my gele. Yes. So please, any story in your life, that has a lesson that the people watching can learn from. We just want to hear and learn from you.
Yes. I started my primary school in Lagos. That was 1961. And my parents tried for me till I passed out from the secondary school. But I determined in my heart that I'm going to move ahead. So I had to try. During our time, there is no jump. So I obtained forms from every school. And then I was admitted to then Kwara State Technology, then School of Education, until it was separated. So when I finished, I still have the urge of moving ahead. So I moved ahead and entered University of Ilorin, where I studied chemistry, biology, education. I was late in getting married, but I want to be independent. I have determination in my heart that I am going to stay independent, I don't want to rely on any man before I move ahead. And God did it for me. I passed out. I went for my NYC. And then after the NYC, I obtained a job at one of these secondary schools in Lagos. Now, that's a little bit of my education. But later on, I just decided that I'm not going to stop at first degree. I'm going to do another degree. That was when I went to Ogun State University, that's Olabisi Onabanjo University, where I did my Masters of Admin, MBA, Masters of Business Admin. I passed out, and then I started moving ahead again. So later, I had to go to University of Lagos, where I did my Masters in school administration. So that's my academic line. Before I got married, I am very, very, very careful. I have a decision in me that I don't want to start getting from one man to the other. That's why it took me a time. At least I was 33 before I got married. And I thank God for the type of husband I have. He's not rich, but he's rich.
Yes.
So, and we don't have any struggle about money, about anything. If there is money, we take it. If there is none, we approach God and He gives us. So we seldomly quarrel because when He's angry, I'll keep quiet. When I am angry, He keeps silent. He will just be looking at me. Even I will be the one that will be saying, talk, I want you to talk. That's why I am making you to be angry. Then He will start laughing. So I thank God that I have a good husband. Along the line, immediately I got married, 1988 January, my mother died. Yes, I got married January 88. Then my mother died in September 88. So there was nobody for me that would take care of my child. I was just crying, who would take care? Because I was pregnant. I was 7 months pregnant when she died. So I was saying, who will take care of me? So those people around me, they rallied around me, but nobody could pass my child. That's my son. That's why he was named Itunu, that is comfort. That the comfort of God. My husband usually quote a verse in the Bible that though they don't know the way, but they will not miss it. So we did not know how to take care of children, but we did not miss it. So he wasn't birthed until the 4th day. I'm just cleaning it with olive oil and so on. But God took control of everything. And I thank God for their lives. So after 4 years, another one came. When that one came, God took control because nobody around me. So that was when we were at Ibadan. Then we came to Lagos. Then I had my 3rd girl. During that, the 3rd girl, she was spoiled because I have so many people taking care of her. In fact, when I get to the office, they will say, bring her, we'll take care of her. She was okay. So I thank God for the life. And then my daddy, he requested us that we should come to Lagos. Because when my mother died, he was the only one very lonely. So I had to take my children and everybody, came to Lagos. And from that house, that is where I have some challenges. But it's not really because it's the grace of God. So when I got to Lagos, we are living with my daddy, and so many people were complaining, wow, we wanted to rent a house. But my daddy said, no, please don't rent any apartment. You have so many rooms here. So come and stay with me. So we stayed with him until he died in 2006.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yes. My husband, we got to Lagos finally in 1991. And then he died in 2006. Immediately that we have to leave the house. And we have our own apartment which we moved into. So
why did you have to leave the house?
We left the house because there are so many challenges. People were telling my husband that he's living in his in-laws' house.
I know, and in Africa, that's not really.
But my father said, don't listen to them. Now, if it is people around, I will not mind. I will not even listen to them. But my siblings, they were not around. And they were complaining of one thing and the other.
Where were they? Why didn't they come and live there?
My brother is not around. He's in the US.
Okay.
And we are 5.
Okay.
My sister is in London. Then my last brother, that's my most junior, is in Australia.
Okay.
Now, my immediate brother, we are together.
Okay.
But to leave his house to
Come and stay with your
come and
father.
stay with my father. And then somebody called me. My father was a pastor. So somebody called me and told me that I am a daughter. The way I will take care of my father will not be, no, the way I will take care of my father as a daughter, because of the blood relationship, would be better. That's why he advised me that I should leave Ibadan and come to Lagos and take care of my father, since my mother is no more. My brother's wife cannot do that. Number one, it's not her father.
Are you the only girl?
I'm the eldest.
Okay, you're the eldest.
The other girl is in London.
London, okay. She's not
She has traveled since 1970 or 1979 or 1980, thereabout.
So she can't leave London and whatever she has going on there to come and take care of your father.
She went there. She went there with the husband. She was with the husband. She's still with the husband. And then to come to
leave, uproot her whole family and come and stay. It was not going to be easy. So it's easier for you in Ibadan to Lagos. It's an easier move.
So when I came, my father was extremely happy. My father was having some problem with the back. But when I came, the back straightened. In fact, the day he had that, we are coming back to Lagos, he started moving from one school to another, looking for school that is very close to house. But the person that told me to come to Lagos, she was working at Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria. So, and she was the admin director. She called me that I should come and apply. When I applied at Ikeja, they gave me appointment. So I was at the training department of Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria. And I was there for 22 years.
Wow.
Before I retired.
Wow.
So then because of that, my father was very happy, hale and hearty. There's any problem, we solve it together. And he takes my husband as
his son.
Because both of them, they are minister of God. They talk together, they exchange views and so on and so forth. Then my father was having a fellowship in our house. So immediately we came, he just handed over the fellowship to my husband.
Wow.
And then so they are also very close. And that's the reason.
So if other people were complaining outside, you wouldn't have minded. But for your siblings to be complaining that you are there in the house, maybe they feel you are not paying rent or something.
Exactly. Were you there?
No. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing what they might have been saying. That you're there with your husband enjoying our father by yourself.
And then we don't maintain the house, we don't do this and that.
What do they mean by maintain? Like sweep or what?
No, when there is anything to change in the house, that we wait for them. They expect that we should have done it before they come. And when they come, I don't even, because the apartment that we are living, my father was living in front apartment. We are living at the back, 2-bedroom apartments. If anything is wrong in that apartment, we do it, we change it, we did one thing or the other. So there is no problem about that.
But they
So
felt that you should also go into your father's apartment and start repairing the roof,
exactly,
start doing all these things.
which I was not offended anyway, because that's
But they were living abroad. They were earning way more.
the one that is very close to me. I mean, my immediate brother was living about 3 houses away from my father's house. I live in 3 houses, and when he's going, just go, come upstairs and say hello and go away. Then the wife. So sometimes they come, they greet him, and then they go. But my father needs somebody that will stay with, an old person.
How
Excuse
old
me.
was he?
When he died, he was 86.
Oh wow! So this time he was already in his 70s or
So he said he likes it.
the companionship.
Then before I moved finally to Lagos, anytime we had holiday in Atibane, he'll be telling me immediately, please go and tell your principal that you will not be able to wait. Immediately after your vacation, move down to Lagos. He noticed that when we are in Lagos, many people comes to the house. There are so many people, he's not lonely, he's okay. But immediately we travel back, everywhere, we just
Right.
quiet. So that was why he was agitated that I should come to Lagos. And then when he retired, he moved down to his own personal house because we were living at Surulere. So he moved down to his personal house, which was at Okeodo, Agege side. So
In Agege, he felt, he needed that companionship. He didn't want to just be alone. I think for people that are a bit older, do you think one of the challenges is that, like now he lost his wife, right? That companionship, just being with your family. Do you think so?
yes,
Do you need water, ma? Sorry.
thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Old people, especially the nature of what my father was doing. He was a clergy, and he always had people around him. When we were very small, many people come to live with us. Many people lived with us, and don't bother. What we say is that they are not going to sleep in my room. So if they have, and then he will even provide food for them to eat. So when the the wife died, I was married. I'm still married. So we had to leave, go to Ibadan. When I left, it was just as if I removed all the people that are living with us because they too, they left. And when I'm not around, my father was very lonely, very lonely. So it's very good although we arrange somebody to be taking care of him.
Like a nurse.
Not a nurse. That girl, I don't want to call her the house help.
Okay, like a help, someone to like arrange the house, prepare meals.
Exactly. Because she told us that she's not going to get money. We should not pay her.
Oh, she was like volunteering her own service.
But we should give her a trade.
A business.
Which we did.
Okay.
So we bought because she was a fashion, she was into fashion. So we bought machine, we did the graduation, so she was happy.
I love that girl's thinking. She's like, don't give me fish, don't give me money. Teach me how to fish. Teach me
Exactly.
how to make my own money.
Exactly.
That's amazing. So she
Exactly.
was with your dad, but that was not enough. It's just one
And then
person.
later on, they moved to Agege side.
Oh, okay.
And then we had to start looking for husband for the girl. So we got her married, we celebrated her
Oh, that's
marriage,
nice.
and till today, she's still communicating with me.
That's
When
amazing.
my daddy passed on, she brought, because she's from Togo side. She's from Togo side. The brother, the brother of that girl was very close to us. I employed the brother to be washing my father's clothes. He will come once a week, he will wash, he will iron, he will. So that boy started to be relating with us as a family. So I just told him that he should bring somebody to me. He brought the girl, and the girl was very good. So that was when the girl said, I don't want any. So when my father died, she had to send for the family to come. And she celebrated our own side. In fact, we wore the same.
Fabric. I know that's Revi.
Yes. No, for the
Burial.
burial. All the children. We counted her as our mom. Till today, when she has problem with the husband, she is always getting in touch with us. So till today, she's okay. She's okay. So I think generally when I finished, the we have the all the children, then they started going to school, and to pay is not a problem, and God made it so easy for me. The way I have told God that I don't want money issue between whoever that I'll marry. I don't want money issue. If I have, I'll put it down. If he asks, he will put it down. That's my husband. So I don't believe in I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't believe in some girls that will say, my husband is supposed to do this, supposed to do this, supposed to do this, supposed to do this. Now, you as a woman, what are you supposed to do? You want to kill him? So they have that mind. If he's, in fact, he's not an akago. He doesn't hold too fast to money. So if he has, I know he has. If he doesn't have, I know that he doesn't have. So, and God has blessed us to the extent that our children even went to the university and even did masters in the university. So that's why we are enjoying it.
In Canada.
Yes.
Yes. That's great. Oh wow.
And then
So
I thank God for the wife God has provided, because I pray that God give my children a spouse that will be like their father. Let my children be like their father. And I thank God, so far so good. So I have 3 children. The other 2, they were in Lagos. And my second son is the one taking care of the business at home. He's taking care of our school, because we have a school, and he's doing it well. Then my third child, that one immediately, even in fact, before she graduated, she said she want to learn a trade. So she was into fashion, and she's really doing it. So immediately she finished her NYC, she stopped looking for job, and she's really doing the fashion, different types of fabrics. You can sews for, she sews for brides, different types of people. So I thank God for my life, and I pray that God will continue to be with those people that are still coming behind.
Yes, I wanted to actually find out. So when you moved out of that house, when you lost your dad, what now became of that house?
My immediate junior brother rented them out,
Okay.
leaving my daddy's apartment, but rented all others because then it was 4 flats. So 2 flat down, 2 up. Where we were living, we left the place and then they rented it out for somebody. That was in 2006 when my daddy died.
Yeah.
So they rented it out.
Rented it out. Then when they now split the income to all the children, right?
No,
No?
the income goes to my brother's account.
Because it's the firstborn or first. You are the eldest, right?
I am the eldest daughter.
Okay. But he's the firstborn.
No, he is the third born.
So
living in Nigeria.
Well, because he lives in Nigeria, it belongs to him as the first. Wow. And all of you agreed. Everybody was happy with that.
Not that we agreed, but spoke with my brother, the firstborn, that the one in US. Spoke with me and they are communicating. I don't know what they are. You see, the challenge that I have is no cooperation between the siblings. No cooperation between the siblings. My sister in the US, in London, that one will tell me, sister, whatever you decide is my, I agree with you, whatever you decide. So, that one, then the one in Australia is the most junior and is a boy. So that one said, I don't want any quarrel. Whatever you like, you can do it. So there was a little bit of challenge when my daddy died. No, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, he moved from Nigeria to US. That's my immediate. He moved from Nigeria to US. And when he got there, I thought he came for holidays. But later on, I saw that he has relocated with the wife and the children. So.
And he didn't tell you that, oh, my sister, I'm relocating.
Papa, that he is traveling.
But he still
did not tell me that
he's relocating. Oh, wow.
So, unfortunately, he died 3 years ago. Oh. Yes, he died 3 years ago.
And he's younger than you.
He's younger than me.
So he died at 61 or thereabout.
Although it pained me.
He died in the US?
Yes, he died in the US. So, I'm just, in fact, I wasn't myself. Despite the fact that there is, but that blood. So, immediately he died, what I did was I wrote to the tenants. In fact, the tenant knew that he died. And then, you see, there are so many things we should not be saying in the public so that it will not be discouraging people. But immediately, I told the tenants, because they have been waiting for me. They said they know that their landlord has a sister in Lagos. Where is she? Although my brother said he will be controlling it from the US. And I said, when I'm in Lagos, let me know what is happening. So I wrote all of them and I gave them that they should be paying. My father's name was registered and I opened an account on my father's name that he should pay to that account. That I don't want them to be paying it in anybody's account. But some of them complain that they have paid into my brother's account. I said, don't worry, just continue to pay it. And then from that money, I renovate the house. In fact, I did Thanksgiving for that was when my immediate senior brother was 70. So I celebrated him from that money. I give thanks to God for my father's death, and I bought something for the church my father was attending. I bought something. I celebrated them that was it 20 years when my daddy died, or then that I celebrated. I went to that, not even my church. I went to that church because I want them to feel the impact. So I went to that church. I did birthday cake for my senior brother. I gave thanks. I gave them very big standing fan. And then I gave them soft drink and
some snacks.
And I celebrated. And I have the intention that I want to be celebrating my daddy, not throwing party, but buying something
that can be, you know how people do something in a memorial, they do something that can be felt, the community can enjoy.
Exactly. So that is what. And then I told my senior brother that I will. In fact, I have all the pictures with me. I told them that I celebrated him when he was 70. That was 2 years ago. And then I celebrated my daddy too. And they were, in fact, my brother in Australia traveled down to US to celebrate with him. And I celebrated here too with the money from the house. And then I renovated some parts that are leaking. I did. If there is any complaint from the tenant, that's where I took the money. Not that I just collect the
put it in your own pocket for years and years and just use it as free salary. Passive income. Oh, wow.
So it's good for an old person not to be alone.
Yes.
For example, my husband and myself, we traveled here
to Canada.
So for one reason or the other, my husband had to leave after 2 months. 2.5 months, he had to leave. In fact, he is really, really too lonely now because my children, I was just telling one of them that always go to your daddy and talk with him before you start going to your house. Because my girl, she will be in her shop from morning till 9 o'clock, 10. So it's good. It prolong their life.
Yes, I agree.
It prolong their life. Like I am here now. When both of them, my children, when they are very busy at work, I will be shouting to my little, sit down, go up. This one gives me strength to move along.
Yes, because you have somebody at least you're interacting with. Yes.
So in another month now, I believe it.
Miss you. But our loss is your husband's gain, because we will miss you, but your husband now, he will be celebrating on that side.
The only thing is that we'll come back.
Oh, that will be great. When are you back?
Until let me go home.
One step at a time. Oh, Ma, thank you so much for sharing with us today. Like, I have learned so much.
I have made sense.
No, 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 you have. I've learned so much from what you said. I learned about like you have to care for your parents, even when they're older, because here in North America, sometimes we have this individualistic lifestyle where even the old people they put them in an old people's home, right? Because they feel they're busy with their own lives.
Even in the old people's home, they are lonely there.
True. So spend more time with our parents. And then the second thing I learned from your story is that siblings should cooperate, family members should cooperate. We should come together, we should communicate. I know sometimes you don't want to give all your information, so it's not like people know all your business, but this is your family. We should have a way to cooperate and communicate among ourselves. Let that love just flow. Yes, I'm really so I really enjoyed you.
So, any other information?
No, 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 no. I wanted you to say anything else to conclude or anything you want to share to the people.
Okay, what I want to share with the people is that, especially our women, it's not compulsory that it is the husband that will do everything. Wherever you can help, go ahead and help. It's for your own good. And it makes you to move close together. No third party will be able to move in between you. You have people celebrating 50 years of wedding anniversary, even 70 years of wedding anniversary. I saw an old woman and an old man. The old man was helping the woman to do his hair. They are here. And they've been married 70 years.
What?
And they are still together. What is the secret of their longevity? What is the secret? What I see is that woman must not say, my husband is supposed to do this, but if he can do it, let she go ahead and do it. If not, the woman must be looking for happiness in the home, happiness in the home. I've done this, you're supposed to do this. Sometimes if the man lost his job, now you have to do everything. And the man has to appreciate. That is one. Two, when we are in the house, when I'm in the kitchen, my husband is always with me. We'll be chatting, we'll be laughing, we'll be doing this and that. So if I'm doing one, he will be doing two. If I'm doing another thing, he will be doing
Like
one
if you are
thing.
slicing the onions, he's chopping the
There was
tomatoes.
a time when if we say we want to eat pounded yam, it's my husband that will pound. It's my husband that will do this thing. Then going to the market, we go together.
Wow.
As old as he is, we go together. And he has spoiled me. I can't go together. I can't go to the market alone. We go together.
That's so romantic. It's true.
So when we get home, we stay in the kitchen to rearrange everything. He will blend the tomatoes, the pepper, packed everything into the freezer. Because he said that he doesn't like it, that we go out, we come together, he will still be in the parlor watching the TV. And then when I finish cooking, I said, I am too tired. I don't even feel like eating. He doesn't want it. So let us do it together so that you can eat together. So that is one of the ways whereby there will be cooperation between
the family members. Yes. How old is your husband now?
The same 69.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. Older than me with 6 months.
6 months. Wow.
So yeah, he was 69 in when was that? He was 69 in January.
Oh, it's January.
I was 69 in June.
Wow, wow.
So both of us, we are going to celebrate
70
together.
Oh, it's gonna be a joint
Because-
celebration. You've got to do it in Canada so I can be there. I'm telling you, I am buying my gele ahead of time, getting my dress ready for the party.
So it was
Because you
just,
celebrated 70th birthday for people, so definitely we're going to celebrate for you too.
he told the church that he is celebrating his own 69 in January. That was January 29th.
He's born January 29th?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Then my own birthday is June 15. So he told the whole church that we are not going to celebrate it in January. We will celebrate it in June.
Oh.
Because he wants to wait for me to get to 70.
Oh. That's amazing. My heart is so warm. Wow. So please, even if you do one in Nigeria, wherever you are, you have to still do one for us
Yes,
in Canada.
yes.
We have to do the Canadian 70th birthday.
That's
please.
right. That's right.
Yes. Oh, but wow, thank you so much, madam, for being here. And yes, I hope all of you have learned something from our stories and from everything she has shared. You picked one or two things. And the last point she made about even women, like, especially now that women are working, women are more independent. And she's been independent right from which year was that, in the 80s or so. Look, stand up and let's support each other. Let's not just say it's this person's job. And men too, you heard her husband, how he is, tantalizing her and making her feel like a royalty, like a queen. So men too. So let's all support each other and make this place, happier for everyone. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Until we see it on another episode of My Story to the World. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful time.
But your love won't